Namaste. On this year's Teachers' Day, I want to talk about an important topic, and that is screen and screen teaching. Over the couple of weeks, I encountered three situations which I wanted to discuss with you all. The first situation was in a restaurant wherein we went for lunch, and the adjacent table there was a young couple with two young children. The first child was about 6 to 7 years old, and they had a second child, and that child was about 1.5 years old. Now what drew my attention to that table was that both these children had a screen in front of them when they were eating. The young child, 1.5-year-old child, the parents had kept a mobile in front of the child and the mother was feeding the child. But while eating, the child was not at all looking at the food and the child was busy with the mobile. The second child also had a screen. This time it was a tablet, and the child was playing some games, and in between he was having a spoonful of the food they had ordered. The second situation was in a friend's place where we went, and they had a grandchild who was around 3 to 4 year old, and when we entered the house, we wanted to say hello to the child. The child was so much engrossed with his iPad that he didn't even bother to look at us. The third situation I encountered was in a playground where the child was playing with a few of his friends. The mother was there with the child, but the mother was as usual busy with her own mobile. After some time I saw the child coming to the mother. The child was visibly upset over something. I think something had happened between the friends. The child was upset and the child wanted to discuss it with the mother. The mother was so busy, she immediately gave the mobile to the child and asked him to watch something on the phone. Now these three situations kept me thinking, and I was really worried about the way we are bringing up our children. We do get lots of complaints with today's generation about children having anxiety issues, children having issues with the sleep, children not able to concentrate, not able to focus, children also lacking patience, and children having difficulty collaborating or in a social scenario. Also the problem of obesity. Now, is it the problem with the child or with the way we are bringing up the children? First of all, parents need to understand that there should be no screen on the dining table when you're having food. The experience of food is a sensory experience. All our senses, the smell, the taste, the way the food looks, the texture of the food, all these has to be experienced. Now, if the children are sitting in front of the food and not concentrating on the food but on the mobile phone, that experience, they are not getting that experience. So whatever they are eating, it is just, they are not tasting, or they are not fully involved in the eating experience, they are involved over the phone. So first thing that we have to do as parents is to remove that mobile on the dining table. Second thing, children are so much engrossed on that, so much addicted I should say to the screens, that the human interactions or the social interactions which are so important at that stage to develop socio-emotional skills in the children, that is being lost. Third thing is that in the third scenario, when the child wanted somebody to emotionally help him or to be there when he was upset. When a child is upset, a child needs another human being, not a gadget. When the child was visibly upset, the mother should have spoken to the child and at least acknowledged his emotions at that particular time. The child would have learned that there is somebody, if I am upset, if I am angry, if I am frustrated, there is somebody for me, there is somebody to care for me. Now in this scenario, what has happened is that the child was visibly upset, the child came to its mother and the mother handed over the mobile to the child. So child understood that whenever I am upset, I should go to a machine. No human being is going to help me when I am upset. So as parents and as teachers, we have to really think about this very seriously. 2 days back in the newspaper, I saw that the Swedish health agency, it had given the Swedish health agency had told the parents of Sweden that an advisory kind of a thing, saying that children below the age of 2 should not be given any screen. They should not use any screens at all. So I was very happy to see that. The reason behind that is the brain development of the child is still taking place. We all know that 85% of the brain develops from the age of 0 to 7, and the neural connections are being made, important neural connections are being made at that time. So it is very important to have social interactions, it is very important to have play, it is very important for the parents to talk to the children when they are upset, when they are angry, and to avoid using the screen when the child is having food. A similar kind of a thing is happening in the classrooms also. Now, with the increase in digital media, lots of videos and lots of audio things are available to the teacher also, and it is easier for the teacher to take the children to the computer room or take the children to the activity room and make them sit there and put some video or something, because at that particular time it is easy to manage the children. I have seen teachers, competing with one another to take the children to the computer room or to the activity room or to a place where they can make the children sit in front of a screen. Some of the schools boast of having a smart class or having a screen right in front of the children all the time. So whenever the teacher wants it, or whenever they feel that the children are upset or whatever, they can just switch on that and anything can be played on that. According to me, the screen time for the children should be limited not only in the house but also in the schools. The human interaction with the teachers, the interaction the child has with their own peer group, that is very, very important at that particular age. What the children learn, what the concepts that are slightly difficult, or the concept that the child will understand only when it is shown as a video, that only should be shown as a video to the children. The whole concept or the whole teaching learning process should not be done on the screen at all. Of course, during the pandemic time, there was no other go, but now we have to wean away our children from the screen, especially the children, the young children, the primary children. I have seen teachers, giving homeworks, assignments, and even worksheets are being shared through WhatsApp groups, and the answers are also taken through WhatsApp groups or some other digital media like Google Classroom, etc. From my experience, I can say that the human interaction and the teaching learning material that the teacher makes is the best thing that you can do for the child in your class. There are so many videos, available. Some of them may be very good, but yes, then it is not tailor-made for your class. So for teachers, please do not give your assignments, worksheets and homeworks and other things on the mobile, or where children have to sit and use the mobile for a long time. The Swedish agency has said that below 2 years, no screen. From 2 to 5 years, it should be maximum 1 hour. From 6 to 12 years, it should be maximum 2 hours. And the teenage, that is from 13 to 18, it should be maximum 3 hours. And one very important thing, 3 hours before sleep, there should be no screen time for the children. It is, research has proved that the rays that come out of the screen from a mobile phone are very dangerous for the brain development. So, here I am today with a small activity. I always feel that the teaching learning materials that are prepared by the teachers are definitely much better than the YouTube videos or other kinds of videos that you show to the children. Now here I am with a small activity with teaching learning material that is tailor-made for a particular learning outcome. Now my topic is actually division, and here I am with an activity on assessment. The content has been delivered, the teaching has taken place, children have understood. We have started from concrete and then we have moved to abstract, and now it is the assessment stage. Now when I want to assess the children, there are various methods. I can take the child to a screen and I can do it, I can use an app or anything, but I feel this kind of a method is the best method for assessment also. Now here what I have done is I have made a few cards, and my learning outcome is that the development of the skill development of connectivity between concepts. Now the learning outcome exactly is to develop in the children the skill of understanding the connectivity between multiplication and division. So how I'll start the activity, I have prepared a few cards here. There are about 6 to 7 cards, and each one has some picture which will attract the children. Here there is a balloon, and there is one division 24. Here it is 24 divided by 6, and there are 3 answers A, B, C. The answer is also written there. The child has to, teacher can show this, it can be done as an individual activity or as a group activity also. Now if it is done as an individual activity, it will be like this. This card will be shown to any particular child, and the child will have to guess what is the answer. Now out of this 24 divided by 6, the answer will be 4. Now if the child is not able to answer, there is a small hint there. There is a small flap here, and when this flap opens, there is a small hint. Now the hint is done in a very clever manner, and the hint is 6 multiplied by 4 is equal to 24. I hope teachers would have understood that my learning outcome is to develop the skill of making the child feel the connectivity between multiplication and division. The child should definitely have the skill of dividing, understand and then make how to divide a number, that. But then at the same time, the child should have the higher goal of developing connectivity between these numbers. So with this activity, the child will definitely make connection between the multiplication and division. So I have, this is a balloon. Next example is this flower, that is with another number 22 divided by 2. When 22 is divided by 2, the answer will be 11. The child is not able to get this answer. There is a small hint here which is a multiplication fact, and that is 2 multiplied by 11 is equal to 22. So with this, the child should be able to understand, should be able to come with the get the right answer, and when the child gets the right answer, the child also understands the connectivity between the multiplication and the division. The next is this ice cream, and mind you, if you prepare cards like this, teaching learning materials like this, all the children in your class will be definitely interested. They will be not only interested in division, they will also be interested to, you can actually give this card to the child and make him feel, make him see the picture, and also make him see the numbers, and then come out with the answers. Now I have another one. This is a small cap, and here it is 16 divided by 8. Depending upon the children in your class, there are different kinds of children in the class. Some children may need some help from you. Some children may be very good at division. So depending upon them, you can prepare cards like this. You can prepare easy ones for children who are still getting to know what is division. And like this one, 16 divided by 8. 16 divided by 8 is the answer will be 2. But if the child is not able to get, or even after the child gets the 2, you can ask what will be the multiplication factor. And the multiplication fact here will be 8 multiplied by 2 is equal to 16. So the child understands the relationship between the divisor, dividend, quotient and the remainder. Now here in these cards I don't have any remainder, though it is fully divided. But if there is a remainder, then the child will understand what is the relationship between the quotient, the divisor and the dividend. Next example is this football, that is 25 divided by 5, and 25 divided by 5 is 5, and here we have a small hint, that is 5 multiplied by 5 is equal to 25. Then this is another very interesting and very beautiful card, and this is some kind of a orange or something with a juice, and then 36 divided by 12, 36 divided by 12, and then here it is 12 multiplied by. So what I'm trying to say is that with these kinds of cards, you can make your class very interesting, and you can reduce the screen time. You can reduce the screen time in your classes and also at your home. So hope this video will be useful to all the parents and all the teachers out there who want to decrease the screen time for their children but are not able to find any alternatives to reduce the screen time in the